Hi guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do another tag. As I said, I'm trying to catch up on these. So today I'm going to do the Road So Far tag. This was created by Josh at Beards and Books, and I was tagged by Shannon Riddler, so I will have both of their videos down below as well as all the questions. So we're just going to get into it. I think this has something to do with Supernatural, but because I haven't watched the show since like the first season, yeah. I'm not very good with series on TV. Anyway, so question number 1 is, if you could pick a fictional world to live in, what world would you choose and why? So this is really hard because most of the worlds that I read about, I don't want to live in. Again, I don't like contemporary books very much, admittedly. Most of my stuff is fantasy of a sort, or, you know, paranormal or something changes. So I went with one of these, but I just picked one that I thought would be fun if I was with this group of characters. Let's put it that way. It might be dangerous. But they're still the ones I would pick. And that is Soulless by Gail Carriger. This is a steampunk, you know, urban fantasy, you know, that is really cute and fun and adventurous, and it has all the tropes I like. It's just, and you know, it has werewolves and vampires, and I love this book. Anyway, so probably still not the best time period, especially since I don't want to dress like they do all the time, but I don't know. It was the best I could come up with. It would be fun. Question 2 is, what solo book or book series surprised you the most? So, I don't know. There's a lot of books that have surprised me, and I don't know about the most, but I'll go with the most this year. And again, no surprise, is The Others series by Anne Bishop. So the first book is Written in Red. This was is my top reads of the year so far. And it's a urban fantasy alternate history where there are the others who are shifters who pretty much rule most of North America, and the humans only rent or lease part of the land from them, and some of their things are going south between the humans and the others. So I love this series. As I said, but it was the most surprising that I loved it as much as I did. So to me, and again, it's a new favorite series. So to me, that was the most surprising recently. Question number 3 is, if you could pick an author to meet, who would you choose and why? You know, there's a lot of that. Well, if there was someone who is dead, maybe I would want to say Jane Austen or Charles Dickens or somebody interesting that had, like, I don't know, like something like that. But if we're going to go with living, I think the most fun to meet would be Stephen King. And mostly because, again, I've read a lot of his books, but I've also, I love to write. So I just think it'd be fun to hear him talk about writing. And sorry, my cats are over there and they're up to fight on my computer. Hey! I'm going to hurt them. Anyway, but Stephen King would be my choice on that. Oh, man. Okay, number 4. If you could only ever read one genre of book for the rest of your life, what genre would you choose and why? I would pick fantasy because there are so many subgenres of fantasy that I could be content. Because clearly, I love epic. I love urban fantasy. I like paranormal romance, which I would connect with fantasy because there's a paranormal element. Anything pretty much that's, you know, in that realm, which is fun, to me. As I said, I have so many books of all that kind of stuff, so. Oh, my cats are over there on my desk. Question number 5. What genre do you rarely read, but wish you read more of? And I'm going to put adventure. So what I consider these are unrealistic adventure stories, that are just fun rides. And I have, like, the series by David Lynn Goldman, the Event, do they call it the Event series? I think so, but, I have, like, 10 of these, and I need to catch up. I've only read a few of them, but I just love them. They're about, like, a team of, you know, that go and do things, you know, they, I think the first one is about aliens crash, and then, you know, so it's a team of crack team who goes out and does adventure stuff anyway. But it's a really fun series, but it deals with legends and well, aliens and other things. And I love it, but it's not one I pick up all the time. And then like Matthew Riley is one of my favorite authors too. I haven't read any of his books recently. Like this is one I have not picked up yet because I just haven't read him. I had to apply to find one of my books. My dad had stolen it from me, so anyway. But like I love his series they're just fun rides. They're not, I just need to read more of these just to like do those fun rides and just have fun. And I think that's what adventure for me is for. They're not realistic, but they have like little historical elements too, or different areas of the world or religions or myths and things, and they kind of warp it. Not right, but they're just fun. Anyway, and I think I need to read more of those. Boy, I want to talk about that. Okay, question number 6 is, what is the most intimidating book or book series you're too nervous to begin? Now, I could talk about hundreds of classics that I'm like really intimidated because of their size, but I decided that I would pick a fantasy author that I loved one of her series, and I do not know why I can't pick up her other ones. So it's N.K. Jemisin, and I have the Dreamblood duology, the Killing Moon and the Shadowed Sun. I don't know why I haven't picked that up. And then I also have, I have this chunker. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought it this way, but I might have to think about this and buy maybe them individually. But this is the Inheritance trilogy. So this is another different series. I don't remember what the books are. The Broken Kingdom, The Kingdom of Gods, and The Awakened. Sorry. It's the 100,000 Kingdoms, The Broken Kingdom, and The Kingdom of Gods. And then I think there's a short story or something. The Awakening. Anyway, point is, it's huge. And for some reason, I'm just intimidated. It's like 1,400 pages. Oh my God. Anyway, and that's it. I think I made a mistake by buying this bind up. So I don't know what I'm gonna do it. But I loved the Broken Earth trilogy. Starting with the 5th season, just adored it. And I mean, it was fantastic. And I do not know why I cannot get myself to pick up her other books, but I'm intimidated by them because they're big. Anyway, I guess. I don't know. I just am. And then number 7 is, if you could recommend one book or book series above all others, what would it be? And again, I'm not going to go with the classic. I'm sticking to my fantasy theme here just because I never think he gets enough love, and he really should. And that is Tad Williams' Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn series. This epic fantasy series is, again, one of my favorites of all time. I love all these books. I'm so excited that we're getting new books in a second trilogy. But the first trilogy, to me, I think is classic. And I think it's so well done. Again, this is Dragonbone Chair, Stone of Farewell, and To Green Angel Tower. And I've read them several times since they've come out. Again, I have the really old hardbacks of when they came out, and it's one of the only authors. This is one of like 2 or 3 authors that I actually buy hardbacks for because I cannot wait to own a copy of them. So, but I just think this is classic in the way, as I said, it was one of my first major fantasy series, epic fantasy series, and it still just resonates with me even when I reread it just last year. So or 2 years ago, I guess it was, but still, I love it. And I totally recommend this series, starting with the Dragonbone Chair. Anyway, so final question is, what are your reading plans and booktube plans for the next 6 months? Well, I did just put a mid-year check-in video up. I know it was kind of long, but it does kind of tell this, how I did in the first 6 months. In the second 6 months of this year, I'm really hoping to focus more on certain genres like my adventure and some other ones that I would like to get more genres that I've hit. I know I had said in that video that I didn't think I'd hit enough genres, and I realized when I said I'd hit 14 that seemed like a lot to people, maybe, but to me, I have so many different kinds of books, and I do separate them out by subgenre a lot of times. And so to me, that's not enough. There's still so many kinds of books that I have not read. Like I have not read any of my adventure books. I have not read I might have read one that could have been horror, but I think I put it in urban fantasy, and I did another, I have a lot of historical fiction I have not touched. So to me, these are missing. Oh, there's a couple Westerns too. So to me, the biggest thing is that I want to try to hit some of these other genres that I'm not hitting. I like to be very eclectic and have different things going. I like to read a lot of different things, and I feel sometimes I neglect certain things, like, like I haven't read enough mysteries this year and stuff. I don't know. It's just, so my goal is to kind of try to get some more different things into my reading. I know that's hard because I like to plan, but I am such a mood reader. It has to strike me right, and it doesn't always work. So I'm going to try that. And again, my booktube plans are just to continue as normal, is to try to get up videos at least once a week, hopefully twice most times, and just continue with that. But really, my goal is just to read and have fun. And I enjoy watching booktube so much, so I love seeing everybody else's videos. So that's kind of my plan going forward, is just to keep reading and finding new authors or new series that I'm going to fall in love with, like I have this year. I had quite a few. So anyway, again, this is another tag that's been around a little bit because I'm late. So if you want to do this, hey, go ahead and do this and let me know. This was fun, even if I kind of rambled again. I like to ramble and talk. Anyway, so if anything else, I don't know. I just need to finish this video. Anyway, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye.